Hi, my name's Elliot Kay, and I am one of the Growth Hub Associates as well as the Managing Director of Speaker Express. And today I want to talk to you about Code of Conduct. How do you hold a code of conduct when it comes down to meetings, calls, and even pitching in the business? What are the aspects to think about when you're thinking about how people conduct themselves in virtual meetings, virtual calls, and virtual pitches? So one of the first aspects I really want you to consider is the notifications. What notifications are allowed to stay on and what notifications need to come off, i.e. email notifications, WhatsApp notifications, social media notifications. Do you allow people to keep them on or do you keep them off? You want people as focused as they possibly can on the meeting. Therefore, I would highly recommend you switch off email notification, WhatsApp notifications, social media notifications, and of course phones. But it's up to you in terms of your code of conduct. Maybe if you're a creative agency or you're a marketing agency, you might need certain notifications on, or generally any other business. So you decide what for you in your code of conduct other notifications are acceptable or unacceptable. The other thing you really need to talk about upfront is how to ask questions and how you're going to answer questions, because there's nothing worse than everybody jumping over everybody or questions interrupting your flow. So you really want to think about, do people type in the questions, you read them out loud? Do you allow people to raise their hands and then you ask the question? They ask the question when you unmute them and then you remute them, or do you allow everybody else to be unmuted and then you conduct it according to that? So you really need to think about how you will deal with the aspect of questions. Speaking on the topic, also the other aspect you must think about is feedback, right? When you are running meetings, obviously people have their own way of giving input. They need to express themselves. How are you going to manage that? Are you going to unmute one person at a time, give them a chance to air it? Again, do they type it in and you read it out? Do they send it to you privately? Do you unmute everybody? And if you are going to use the unmute everybody route, what you must ascertain is how someone starts speaking and stops speaking, a bit like on a walkie-talkie, over and out. There has to be a way for people to know they're starting and finishing, therefore cutting back on delays, removing any interruptions. So you need to decide how to do that as well. The other aspect in your code of conduct is, of course, how to talk to each other in the virtual space, in the online space, because sometimes things can just sound very differently when they're spoken online. People express themselves very differently. So what you must establish is how to talk to each other when running these virtual meetings or virtual calls, especially pitches, and how to do it in a respectful and professional way. What is the right tone to take with each other? What is the correct language to consider when you're doing all of this? So what I'd love you to do is have a little think of your very own code of conduct, write it all down and create a little process document which you can send to everybody so everybody is on the same page.